morning. So I believe everybody is doing well. So before I start the lesson, I will wish to know what we did last time. Who can remember from you? Who can be able to remember what we did last time? So we talked about, yes? We talked about arting. See, we said we talked about arting. We talked about arting. See, we talked about arting. So we said there are several types of arting. Who can remember? Who can remember? Pipe arting. We talked about pipe arting. We said we also have strip arting and plate arting. So there's one type of arting dealing with seal. So today we are going to talk about machine cables. So what is the date of today? 26th of 25th. 2025. The topic of today is machine cables. So our learning outcomes. The first one, by the end of this lesson, we are expected to define the word what is machine cable, define machine cable. Number two, we are expected to explain types of machine cable. And number three, we are expected to identify the type of a machine. So, but before I continue, I would like to know the individuals who are attended my lesson. It's very important to take a roll call of who are actually following up to what. So Jacqueline, you say present. Roger Songolo, present. Joshua Kibini, Geoffrey, Mary Adisa, Catherine Njuku, Art Nyambura, present. Alex Nyamari, Gashia Moses, present. Daniel Sisia, Yasin Maunda, Mary Wadiwa, absent. Did you leave a message? Did she leave a message? No. James Njenga, absent. Esther Njeri, outside. Eric Lumbembe, Peter Mushiri, Samuel Justin, absent or in outside? Or you don't know? Eugene Analo, Brian Ruto, outside. Matthias Juma, present, outside. Alan Maina, outside. Doing what? Who can clarify for me that? Samuel Alpha Samuel. John Magoha. Paul Njunge. Glenn Washington. Geoffrey Muia. Absent or outside. Okay. So those are the individuals who are there. So tell those who have not been coming in the class. They are missing a very important point because you are going to learn about it. For example, take this one. You have applied for a job, and your first task, you have been assigned somewhere to go and install a machine. So you reach there, but you don't have the knowledge on which type of cables that you use to assemble that machine. To a designated area or to a designated power supply. What will you do? You will call your friends for help. And that is time wasting, money wasting, and also the resources. You yourself. But if you attended the class, you will have gotten the content. Now, let's move forward. Good. Yes. So, back to our first learning outcome. Our first learning outcome is actually to define a machine cable. You can take 2 minutes. Take 2 minutes to brainstorm on what is a machine cable. Take 2 minutes to brainstorm what is a machine cable. You take 2 minutes to brainstorm. What do you think? For example, now you know about a cable, but basically we're talking about a machine cable. Tomorrow, are you in class? What did you find out? What did you find out? In your own words, how can you define the word machine cable?
Machine cable is a cable specially designed to supply power and supply power and control signals for providing
Just an electrical cable designed specifically to supply power. So the first work of our machine cable, first to supply power. The second one is to carry control signals. And the third one is to do what? To provide what? Instrumentation connecting. I gave a very good example of if you visit a meteorological department in Kona. How many of you have been able to reach in Kona? Who knows Kona? Can you be able to identify the place? So if you visit that there is a laboratory there specifically designed for instrumentation. For example, that actually meteorological departments deal with weather stations. So in a weather station, you can find out a barometer, a thermometer, and a wind event, a wind sock. So the types of cables used there for that work, for providing instrumentation connection, some machine cable. So the cable is used to send signals to the instrument that will provide what is happening to the world. For example, if the wind is going to south or west, or if there will be rain today or not. So those cables, an instrumentation, a machine cable is basically designed in that machine to provide those connections. The other connection will transfer signal to the instrument or even to the system itself to provide information on that. So now I want you to, using a very good method, using get one, take one method. First of all, you get one for yourself. You get one for yourself, and then you take one from your friend. But you cannot get if you don't take. You cannot take it if you don't have zero. You try. So using that method, get one, take one method. Explain the types of machine cables that you know, or we will find out. See, in a span of some few minutes. In a span of some few minutes. Take your time, go through your work, because you will give me an exam. See, get one. There's no discussion on that. So it's not clear. Because you are getting one for yourself first before you get the one. After that, we can go types of machine cables. Get one for yourself first. Then you take one. Getting one involved, you seeing what your friend has thinking, not thinking. Yeah. Then you write it for yourself. It's very good in life, you get important. Get one for yourself, you can take one from your friend. Mr. Gessa, I'm saying you.
Yes.
You see, I'm a very observant man, and this class is very small. So there's no way you can because I only see. I eat a lot of carrot. Carrot. Also take a lot of mangoes in the morning so that you can see very well when I come to here. So I guess.
Yes.
What type of cable have you found out?
Power cable.
Power cable. Yeah. Power cable. Power cable, from our definition, we say that power cable is a cable that is used to supply power to the machine. Now, who can give me an example of a machine? A machine. An example of a machine. Yes? Motor. Motor. Any other? A generator. Is someone murmuring? Mr. Man, please, just concentrate. Yeah. Muhimu sana. Generator. And the best way to learn is actually to listen and observe. You don't know that. It's to listen and to observe. More specifically, to listen. You only learn by listening. And you learn better by observing. See? Alright. Charlie, say for me the second type of a machine cable. Control cable. See? You say it with confidence that you are sure of what you are saying. See? Control cable. You want to be leaders in life. See? How do you start creating your confidence? You started from where you are. Life starts from where you are. You are here now. Your life has already started. So control cables, they are used to control what? They control signals. They can also control what? Huh? Current. They can control current. See? So an example of a control cable. Data cable. See? Data. Number 3. From a gentleman. See? Mr. Gesson. I'm seeing you. So, Roger, someone. You said for me the other type of a machine cable. What did you find out? Flexible cable. See, we have a flexible cable. Flexible cable. So this is a type of cable that is used in. Who can try?
Machines that move around.
Machines that move around. So an example of machine that move around. Lift. 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 Any other? Like brains. Who has ever used a lift in this? All of you, sure? I assume so. In this one. Not in class. I'm very specific with my work. So, another type of cable that you have identified. Special purpose. See? Special purpose cable. See? What is a special purpose cable? What is a special purpose cable? Yes?
It is a cable that is designed specifically to cater for certain conditions.
Yeah, certain conditions that may affect it. Certain conditions like heat. See? That one can affect the cable. See? Another condition that can affect the cable is the temperature. See? So, for example, those cables that are used by firefighters. Sure. We have those cables that are used to are used to make those equipment that are used by firefighters. So those types of cables, they are made in such a way that they can be able to resist heat. See you well? Yeah. Any other type of space, example for special power cable? Fire resistant cable. Any other? Well, oil resistance. Oil resistant, rubber lubrication. Lubricants. Resistance cable. Oil resistance cable. Basically, maybe you're working in an industry and you're moving to the field. So, the type of cables that are used there for machine installation are those cables that can be able to resist. For example, maybe the environment that you're working on is oily. So, you need an oil resistant cable to install a machine in that environment, specifically for surface wire. Another last that you identify, a type of cable, instrumentation. So, from the definition, from this definition, you can be able to actually get this type of cable. From the definition, we said what was a machine cable. We said what was a machine cable. Yes. We said what was a machine cable. What did we say a machine cable was?
Machine cable.
Yes.
It is a type of cable specifically designed to supply power to machines, electrical signals, or perform instrumentation.
Connection. Perform instrumentation. Connection. You will see we have actually from the definition we have been able to do what? Extract this type of cable from that definition. So, who can name for me a type, an example of a cable there that is used for instrumentation? Provide instrumentation connections. They are very, very small. Can you try? How should that the cable look like? How should it look like? According to you. Remember, these cables are carrying data. Yeah. For example, your wind vane is outside. Those cables have been transmitted to the ground, to the station, so that they can be able to display what is happening. Or more so, we have we did it as a wind vane, and we have the data from the wind vane itself. If you move downside, in the same construction, you usually have a data table or a data table that is electronic that provides information from the wind vane directly. So that data electronic table displays is made of using instrumentation. Now, this is Meenda. Now, we are moving well. Identify the type of machine cable. This one I have them here. So I will select 2 gas and 2 coils. Select 2 gas and 2 coils. I hope we have enough number to play this here. Work with it, you have to read well to come. I will make my work here. We have 2. I have myself here, but I didn't call the other one. So I want you, since you have learned it and you have been able to actually state and explain it, now I want you to then now identify. I have them here. You will place them in these categories according to your understanding of the knowledge that you are actually possessing. See you well. Apart from just learning, you need also to know them. Practical. Mzuri sana. Nimewaletea. Hey, then. That. Using your understanding and the knowledge. Here. Tuanze na boys ama gentlemen. Ladies first. Sio? Yes, my lady. Come and identify for me a power cable. A power cable. And also should also be able to identify those colors. Sio? I show it to them. Show it to them. Show it to them. Weka hivi at least kwenye wataona. Hivyo iko sawa. Now, that is a power cable. So, you have been able to identify. If I were to ask you, the red one is used for what? For live wire. So you said, you portray your sound. Sio? Sema live wire. Sio? Live wire. Sio? The black one is used for neutral connection. And the yellowish, it is earthy. Sio? Clap for her. Yes. You have been able to actually identify a power cable. Sio? Now, who can be able to identify this one? A control cable from the variety that I have. A control cable. A gentleman now. Sio? A control cable. Who can be able to identify it? Class rep, assist us with that. According to your understanding, sure? Yeah, according to your understanding. Just select a control cable. We have said it's used for data. Sure? I'm a control signals. That one. Control signals, sure? How does it look like? How many cables can you be able to identify inside? 7, 8. Sio? Actually, it's a data communication cable. Sio? Because it includes inside we have a power cable and the one that communicates. Sio? Yeah, for those machines that are specifically for controlling signals. Sio? Thank you. Clap for him. Clap for him. Our third lady. There's only one lady. Charlene, please. Come and identify for me a flexible cable. A flexible cable. Sure. I hope yes, you have a flexible one. Wait. A flexible. From the word flexible. From the word flexible. A flexible cable. Flexible. We have flexible cable. That one is a flexible cable. Sio? Yes. Unaona unaweza fanya hivi. You can turn it like this. You can also so they are used in lift, but the one that is used in lift is large, but also flexible. Sio? That is a flexible cable. But this one is mainly for you can find it's a low voltage cable that it is used in alarm. Tumeona pale electrical shop. We have such a type of cable that is used for alarm because it actually rated 0.7 volts. Sure. Now we go back to a gentleman. A special purpose cable, but this one is not in the list. So who can be able to identify for me an instrumentation cable from the variety? Machine, help us on that.
The instrumentation cable is to carry low voltage signals for monitoring or measuring.
See, for example,
monitoring can be a CCTV, integrated CCTV monitoring. So this one will be able to collect the data from the CCTV. This one will provide power to the CCTV.
Clap for him. Guy has explained it very well. See ya? Yeah, very well. So, and this one, who can be able to identify for me this one? Yes.
Communication cable.
A communication cable. This one is designed for
For communicating or transferring signal to the, how can I say, telephones.
telephones.
Yeah.
For example, this one is a Wi-Fi cable. See ya? It's transferring signals. See ya? So that you can receive free Wi-Fi. See ya? Why do you think it's meant is too? You can see it's very rough, not rough. It's not as flexible as we have been talking about. Why do you think so? Why do you think so? To ensure physical or mechanical resistance, to protect it from physical or mechanical resistance. That's why it is made like this. Unaona? Sio jepesi kama hizo zingine. Si ni kweli? Because it usually passes through the surface. Unaona zikipita kwa poles. Yeah, so kama iko nyepesi kama hii, so maneno itachomka bwana. Yeah. So thank you very much here for yourself for participating. Now, I want you to take 1 minute. Write for me one thing that you have understood. Take a piece of paper. Write for me the one thing that you have understood and the one thing that you have not understand about the lesson. It's very simple. Write everything that you have understand. One, not everything. One that you have understand most, and the one that you have not yet anything, and the one that you have not understood anything, and the one that you have not understood anything. And the one that you have not understand anything. Make sure you write something here. I believe that you have been able now to do what? To define a machine cable, to explain a machine cable, and you have also been able to identify yourself. Now, there's no class that can wrap up without an assignment. Where or not? So assignment. This one I'll be taking on Monday next week. If you have a lesson or Tuesday, Monday assignment. So assignment is very simple. State and explain. State and explain. State and explain the factors to consider when selecting. The best one is actually selecting a machine cable. See how? Yes. Since you have the knowledge. Since you have the knowledge on types of machine cables, you have been also able to identify. So I believe that you should be able to come up with good factors as an engineer or a technician somewhere. You can set those factors here and explain them. Sure. Yes. And explain them. Yeah. How can hand me my papers as you go. One by one.
Kuja class